And
Hello, how's it going? Guess we went live. I
good,
didn't
good.
notice.
Yeah, we are live. Thanks everybody for joining our weekly Wednesday. Trying to open up my Discord over here, but for some reason it keeps crashing on me to send everybody in the Discord the link. Um, but yeah, today is exciting. Um, we have, if this is your first time joining, every Wednesday we talk about all the new stuff that we've released and things that we're about to release. Um, this week we're showcasing some new changes to the platform.
Yeah,
Pretty
huge
low
changes.
under the,
Big,
yeah, huge
big.
changes.
Yeah.
But yeah, a little bit under the radar. Um, and we'll do a bigger launch for this later this month. But do you have the Discord open? I just can't get this Discord. It keeps crashing on me for some reason. Keeps saying downloading update. Um,
Oh, I use it in the browser, so sometimes it's easier.
oh, maybe that would be better to do. Because I want Noel to get in on here. You know, Noel's got to
Seems,
see these these changes.
yeah. Um. Yeah, I see. I see it. Oh, it's 2-4. No. Did you like post on Discord? Or,
No, no, no. Just to post it. I'm just gonna post the link. Um, oh, now, wait, nope. Discord didn't open it. Are you human? Yes, I'm human. Oh, I guess there'll be no Discord today. No posting on there for everybody.
um. No, I can post it. Like, but what link? Should it just be this link we are sharing
Yeah, just this. Yeah, just this link to the YouTube
in general?
right here. Yeah, it's yeah in general. Thank you. If the Discord engineers are watching this, hey, it keeps crashing. This happens all the time to me. It says downloading update 1 of 1, and then it just spins and spins. Um, but yeah, well,
Wait,
we could just
yeah.
jump into.
Can you share the live stream, like the link? Is it on YouTube or?
Yeah, if you click on the where the two sources are on the top right, here under Jellypod on YouTube, like next to the uploading button,
Oh, yeah.
and then you see the YouTube. If you
Settings.
click on,
Oh, I actually don't get see that. So if you
oh
can.
here, I'll just text it too. There we go. Sweet. Cool. Well, awesome. We could.
Okay. Well, so I guess we're live and links have been posted. Hopefully, some of you will check us out after the live stream as well. Um,
Yes.
but it's February 2026. The singularity awaits us. We get nearer every day. So, how should we start this weekly Wednesday off?
Yeah, so today, what I wanted to show everybody here, so we're kind of, you might have noticed if you went into the app today, there's the same familiar interface at the beginning with the chat input, and we'll show the screen here. But we've made some major adjustments into Jellypod. These went live today, right before this call. So if you face any issues, please let us know. But this is the first step in towards what we are calling like this agent native creation platform, AI podcast studio, all focused around this ability to, chat with Jellypod in order to create what you want to create without having to be as tech savvy, clicking buttons, figuring it out. Like we want Jellypod to be a platform where you can interact with it just like you interact with ChatGPT or Claude or Grok or Gemini, and be able to actually create your podcast easily through that familiar interface. So that was when we first launched this. I mean, right here, this like homepage kind of hinted at this sort of new direction. And the same with Docs. When we launched Docs, if you went in there, there was this chat assistant on the right hand side that you could use. And so today, we're super excited to launch this re-architected sort of Jellypod experience that is really focused on you being able to create things easily without having to click a lot of buttons, and make the podcasting and creation experience easier. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Hey, Noel. Nice to see you. Glad you're here. Yeah, so this is Jellypod. The first thing you might notice here on the left-hand side is projects, and that's like probably the first thing you'll notice over here. Like I have a bunch of
Wow.
projects.
Yeah. You've been active.
Yeah, so essentially, projects become the root of everything that you create in Jellypod. So whether that's a podcast episode, a doc, or an image, a project contains one asset. So if you're creating a new podcast episode, you'll get a project on the left for that episode. And if you click into that project, you will get something like this. Or actually, let's go. Let's find a good one that's actually editable. Yeah, this is a good one, I think. All right, this is a published episode. Maybe I'll just create one from scratch. So yeah, here is the chat UI. If you click on create a new podcast episode, this is just like how we've had it before. You can create a new podcast episode for my podcast, Crypto Uncovered. You can select your hosts, everything, and select what you want to create. So we'll just create this. I mean, we're going to create a new podcast for Crypto Uncovered, explore the latest trends, blah, blah, blah. We have 2 hosts. And if I click go, this is what happened. This is new. So this is the new UI. So rather than before what was happening, now what's going to happen is that you kick off a chat. You kick off a chat with Jellypod. And in this case, it'll be explore the latest trends, innovations, and regulatory challenges in decentralized finance. This is the prompt that we gave it on what the podcast episode should be like for our podcast, Crypto Uncovered. And then Jellypod's going to go back and say, hey, I'll create a new podcast for you. Should this episode feature both hosts? I don't know why I said this, but we'll tweak and tune the agent a little bit. And they'll ask you some questions about, like, just to make sure that we're creating the right podcast for you, based on what you want. Because we didn't maybe give enough information about what the podcast should be on. So in this case, let's say it's going to be like general crypto listeners and news driven. Just ask you some questions. So it's going to go back with you and just make sure that it has enough details to really create content that matches what you want. It's actually going to go here and search the web, and then it's going to create the episode details, so like the title and description, and it'll show up right here in a second once it's done. And then it's going to create your outline just like before. So it'll create your outline inline, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. And this is editable just like it was before via chatting though. So if I only want this to be a 1 chapter outline, or I want to change some things, I can edit it by chatting with Jellypod. So I'll say, hey, I'm going to review this. I'm not going to actually review this, it's too long. And then if the outline looks good, tell me, I'll turn it into a conversational script. say sweet. Yeah. Actually, let's just make a change. Just go delete chapter 2 and 3. So it'll go, we'll be like, okay, cool, we'll delete chapter 2 and 3. Thanks for a second. There we go. And let's just, yeah, generate script. And so if you follow along here, now it's going to stream and generate the script like normal. And it's just going to be a 1-chapter podcast episode here. And so pretty much all the same buttons exist over here like they did before. But now you're able to do everything that you're able to do in the UI via the Jellypod agent on the left. So you can chat with Jellypod to be able to do whatever you want to do. So once this is done, here, this will probably be almost done. Let's see. And that's the story right now. Okay, looks like it's finishing up, maybe. And almost done.
Long chapter.
It's a long chapter. Because it's pretty in-depth, these bullets here.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so let's read what it said. If you like, I can generate the audio, blah, blah, blah. This will use credits, or you can tweak any part of the script. So cool. So we have the script. Amazing. We can click on the host. We can change the hosts. We can edit. We can say, welcome back to Crypto Uncovered. We'll just edit this. And then let's just say, we could generate the audio by clicking the button.
But before, you can even, I think this is really powerful. You can let's say you don't like the script for some reason, you don't like the tone or something, you can just, rather than going and edit it yourself, which is what you would do before, now you can just ask the assistant, the agent to do it, So really powerful stuff for more blanket changes. Even granular changes. I guess if you really wanted to edit maybe the third paragraph, I guess you could say that too. But,
All right. So look, I just asked to make it shorter. Please and thank you. So now it's gonna just generate the script.
boom.
Make it shorter. Let's see how much shorter it's gonna be. I didn't really specify. So it's regenerating it, and let's see if short update. Cool. So I know that was new. Yeah. So that was definitely shorter. And let's say edit the first block to include a longer intro for Emily. And let's just see. And then this will just edit this first block here. So this is kind of like this powerful UI now that you don't have to go in and type. If you just really want to change some stuff, there we go. So
Yeah.
just change the first section.
Yeah, very powerful. I almost think it's two phases of edits. The first is you chat with it, do more blanket changes like tone and stuff, and then you can do a final pass where maybe you edit a word here or there and get that last 5% in. So I think having both, because I know our users, what they would do is they'd sometimes copy the script over to a Word doc or ChatGPT, and then they would prompt their way through there, and now you can just do it here. So end to end.
Right. Totally. Yeah. So you could just chat, and now I'm just going to say generate audio. I'm just going to ask it to generate the audio, or I could have clicked on this button, and it'll just generate the audio. Let's see. Usually takes about the same amount of time as before. But there we go. Boom.
Boom.
Generates the audio. Cool. So we'll just play it real quick.
Welcome back to Crypto Uncovered. I'm Emily Sinclair.
And I'm Sarah Whitfield. Today we're doing a...
Sweet. And
if if you can totally once you're done with the chat aspect, you can collapse that, right? You can, if you just want the full view, you can just
so you could minimize this to a third of the pane.
yeah. Just having more
Um,
space, which always helps once you're ready, and especially if you want to move to the timeline, which is also there at the bottom still available. So if you want to, once you have audio blocks and you want to
right.
move them around, so all the same functionality is there, just in a more compact, nicer, layout.
Yeah. Totally. And there we go. Just change the orientation, so we could do that too.
Yeah. Noel says the
Cool.
voices sound identical. Well, Noel, maybe Pearson as hosts are twin sisters. You don't know that.
Yeah. The library of voices, we probably chose the same ones.
Hmm.
Change the, and then we can change the template to something else. This is kind of cool. So like you could just change the templates from the agent as well. Let's do magic video.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So pretty much all the buttons on the right, I mean, anything you see there that can be edited via chat as well if you choose to.
Totally. Yeah. So everything can be editable here. So I'm going to go back to horizontal because I wanted to show magic video again because Bilal also released, we released some other stuff this week about magic video. So click generate assets on the magic video. We'll get some new and improved slides.
Yeah.
Magic video that we released this week.
Yeah, well, we wanted to give it a fresh paint, but also like add more templates and stuff. So we used to have 4 like bullets, titles, quotes, very basic ones, and now we have split images. We have stats, comparisons, icon grid with animations and stuff, and so really up leveling the experience here. And if you've seen some of the products like Notebook LM or whatever, like out there, like this is, I feel like, is as good if not better because it also adds a little personalized touch as well based on your own branding.
Right. Totally. Yeah. No, they're super cool. Like
Kind of scroll through
here's
it.
the scroll through. We get some new themes and slides. Just scroll through. So like all these different like slides, and we'll be adding more stuff here, improving on these. This is always cool. I like the image slides.
Trading
That's my favorite one.
Oh, yeah.
and settling these instruments on chain.
The promise for everyday use.
Yeah, my favorite slide is the split image by far.
Yeah,
I think it's just
I like that
super
one too.
cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And yeah, the last one, if you go, is the quote, which I think I like the style on the quote one, which is the I don't know what you call. Forget. There should be a subtle, like on the top left, little quote. I think it's hard to see sometimes in the dark, but is there?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then for the colors, just so the colors are mostly they're focused on they're darker, but also you can tweak them if you want. They're generated from your cover art. So right now this episode has a pink episode cover art, so it's kind of giving a pinkish hue, but whatever your cover art is, it'll like take on that look. It's very subtle,
Wait.
and we wanted to make it subtle. We don't want, because one thing I realized was before that it could be very different depending on the cover art. It could be very bright pink or dark gray, and so this tries to stabilize it. And most people like the darker contrast look anyway. So
Right. Yeah, totally. And I have to look at why. There's the first bug I found. Script disappeared, so I'll fix it. Yeah, so that's that. You could also edit the slides. I mean,
oh yeah, there's
so
interesting,
edit
the
the slide.
button move. So where was that button? And this was
Yeah,
it's here.
so-
So yeah.
Yeah. So we have the edit. We have this row here that only appears
Right.
when you're on Magic Video.
Yes.
So you have regenerate slide, add slide. So you can regenerate all the slides. If you just didn't like this, you can regenerate all of them now as
Nice.
well. Right here. Add slides, edit slide. And then, let's see, publish episode. And we should be able to publish this. Let's do publish it now. And so sometimes we're gonna tune this agent. So this is still very early, but it'll try to nudge you along a path of like the happy path of what we think is the best. So like in this case, maybe people shouldn't even know you could schedule the episodes, or maybe didn't even know that there are. In this case, it says, hey, do you want me to change the template or publish? Like it's going to nudge you along the way.
Yeah.
And I think Ryan here asked, can you change the fonts of the slides? I
No,
forget. Not yet, right?
not yet. We might add that at some point in the setting, like at the system level, but for now they're just standard fonts.
Yeah. So no font adjustment yet. But you can edit the text. And then its publishing takes, so we'll have to, takes a second here to publish, but you can always leave now this page, and if you, so Crypto Uncovered DeFi Trends, you can go to the podcast, you can go Crypto Uncovered, DeFi, oh, it already published.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a very subtle and powerful point. Like, we're building this, we had to do a lot of work under the hood to make it so that you can like do something and not have to wait and just move on. And the job basically runs. And our idea is we want you to just be able to create stuff. We like, oh, publish this and then move on to, okay, now I'm going to write a blog post about it or create clips, etc. And just
Right.
have a very seamless experience as we build more.
Totally.
More products as well within Jellypod.
Right. Yep. Yeah, so I mean, this is the podcasting episode experience now. So give it a try. Use the podcast agent to make your new episodes. And so like I know we just covered mainly podcast episodes, but if you haven't already like tried out docs or images, like you could do the same thing here. So if we're doing images, let's say create an image about create a cat, and then I'll just do like my favorite, let's do a sketch style. So it's the same chat interface just like we had for podcasting, but now it's going to be focused on images and being able to generate images here for you. So this is the first time you're seeing this. You can generate images with consistent styles. You can adjust the style. So like, let's say we have a cat. I like that. Awesome. Let's regenerate it. Create it like a Lego block. Maybe I didn't specify this well enough. Maybe it's going to be a sketch Lego, but maybe it'll be a Lego style cat.
Oh, nice. I like how it shows the prompt as well, like because it gives you visibility into how.
Oh, it's kind of a sketched Lego, which
that's
is kind of
fun.
fun. So, and actually, what's cool here is like save this as a style. So we'll add in here some suggestions, so you can know like these are the things that you can do, but you can say the style, right? Brick sketch, nice. And if I go to image styles over here, you'll see
Oh,
brick
that's awesome.
sketch.
It's a cool name too, Brick Sketch. Maybe you invented a new art movement right there.
Brick sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So now you can say list the styles. So we'll be improving a lot of this, but so here are all the styles that we have. Brick sketch, cinematic was another one that had, and it had a new style. But that's images. I don't know if there's anything else that you wanted to.
Oh, maybe show docs real quick, I guess.
Yeah, let's do docs. So go back to new project. And so as you guys can see on the left-hand side, like that was this one project of those images. So you'll see here this little image icon. This is like the chat. So if you ever want to go back into that directly, you can go over there. The podcast over there as well. This is the one that we just did. And then on this side, if we do now, let's do write a doc. Let's do, I'm not going to use a writing style, but let's say create a short blog post on cars. So you can see we have now the doc icon over here, so you can see this is your docs project. and it's going to ask you some questions just like podcasting to make sure it has enough context. But you can see over here on the right hand side, rather than this being your podcast UI for creating your podcast, this is for your docs. So say, let's do Ferraris versus Lambos. And it's going to do some research. Potentially, they'll decide if it needs to do that. And then I'll write the doc. And just like in podcasts where you can edit the script via chatting, you can do the same here. And so this could be like, maybe you want to write a blog post about your podcast. We don't have this repurposing yet, but this is going to come. So, I'll share this with you all because we want you to be able to create the podcast, then create that podcast into a doc for your LinkedIn post to promote your podcast episode, to make a tweet thread about your podcast, a blog post. Like, this whole ecosystem is going to become working together with podcasting kind of at the center, but everything else working very, very easily together. So that's kind of like the goal.
Yeah, again, I mean, just to recap how powerful this, like, Pearson didn't use the writing style, but like you can, like an image style, you can create your own writing style based on the way you write. You come here, you generate, give me a Ferraris versus Lambos, blog post in my style. You have that, and then the first pass, chat it, maybe make it shorter, make it tighter. I don't like the way I, use this, this particular reference I made. Make those more high-level edits, and then you can just seamlessly switch to phase two and just do more granular, like a final, like last 5% edits where you're just making more fine-tuned granular edits where which is easier to do just by editing the document directly. And I just think that's this like two-phase approach with the writing style is just so powerful.
Totally. No, 100%. Noel fell off his chair, so I think that hopefully a good fall. But yeah, so save the writing style here, just like images style. I don't know why I wanted to save this one about casual car blogs, but yeah, so you can save your voices and your styles. And we're going to be tuning all this. It's like day zero for us on this. Please, Noel, Ryan, anybody watching this, like, give us feedback. It's super easy. Like, if you see something that's weird, like actually just like weird, not even broken, like something happened where, hey, it was annoying. Like, it's like, why was it asking me all these questions? I said write a blog post on this. It gave you enough information. Why are you asking more and more stuff? So just please, like, put feedback here. It goes straight into our internal Slack, and we're going to triage these and like iterate on these super quickly. So any context that anyone can provide about like weirdness, bugs, things you do like, just please like click this button. It's helpful.
Yeah, please let us know. We really value your feedback. And yeah, I mean, as you've done before, you guys kind of dictate our roadmap as well, because you're here. So we really take what you say into consideration when we're planning out features.
Yes, totally. And I know there's a question about credits by Noel. So the credits stay the same as they've been before. So like there's going to be we are going to do like an overhaul of our credit system that's going to be more in favor for all of our users. So we'll keep that under wraps a little bit until we roll that out, but that will be coming soon. It'll be positive for everybody. It'll be
you guys will like it.
So you'll like it a lot. But yeah, credits today are the same, and yeah, so that's like, I think we covered a lot here.
Yeah.
We're going to be creating a bunch of videos soon, hopefully in the next week or so, by next Weekly Wednesday. It's my goal to get like a series of videos out showcasing, at least at a high level, how to take the advantage of podcasting, docs, images, the new chat interface, just kind of like a 10-part series of tutorials, because I know our tutorials are really out of date. We were just waiting to do that until this was done. So we'll have an academy, university, whatever we want to call it, tutorial workshops about this, but that should be coming out soon too.
Yeah. Really exciting. Yeah, this is jam-packed. Wow, we covered a lot.
Jam-packed weekly Wednesday. And this is still under like we haven't announced any of this anywhere, and we probably won't announce the whole like revamp until like the end of the month, just because we want to get some of these bug fixed. But it's live. Use it. Let us know feedback. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Any questions from anyone in the audience? Before we wrap up, I know Noel's gonna put it through the pipeline. Ryan, thanks for the feedback. So we'll submit some feedback, and yeah, annoy us with feedback.
Yeah, please do. Yeah.
It's not too much. There's never too much. But okay, well, seems like no questions from anyone. So, what's the order of the project? The sidebar, old ones at the top. Good question. So it is descending. We had to migrate projects from the old, because we didn't have projects before. So it might just be in the case here because all the projects, there wasn't a project. The ordering might be kind of strange.
Right.
It should change if you go. Let me just make this test actually.
It should be
Like
from the
what you're
latest
saying.
that it did down, right?
It should be the latest that it did, but let me just see if this hi. I think it should be the latest chat message, maybe. If not, I'll take a look because this should then come up to the top. If not, let's see. Might have to refresh. Okay, I'll fix that, Ryan. Thanks for pointing that out.
You're already finding the bugs. That's
There
awesome.
we go. Chat messages, project ordering. Cool. Yes, please try to break it. I know if you actually, I think if you do, let's see, if you change the title, that might, yeah, so that, if you change the title, it'll reset, so, it should be that if you change anything in the project, it should go up there, but yeah. Cool. Okay. That's the weekly Wednesday. Well, I mean, did you have anything else you wanted to say?
No, I think this is a lot. We'll let you guys digest all this and go
Yeah.
play around with it, break it, and yeah, we'll iterate on this. It'll just, hopefully keep getting better from here. But this is I'm really excited for this foundation, of this really cool chat interface we've laid out. So yeah, well, Pearson's laid out, he's the mastermind here. So that's,
No, we've been working on this together. But yeah. Well, cool. Okay, weekly Wednesday, February 11th. We'll chat next week.
yeah. All right, guys, take care.
Okay. See ya.